welcome to Hawick High News.
Coming up on this month's programme. Hawick High School hosts a hugely successful careers fair. Lily speaks to one of the main organisers, Mrs Watson, about why the event took place. S1 pupils visit the battlefield at Bannockburn to learn more about the history behind Robert the Bruce's victory over the English army led by Edward II. Pupils in the Social Subjects department have been experiencing some real-life geography, chatting with the British Antarctic Society live from Antarctica. All that and more coming up on Hawick High News.
Hello and welcome to Hawick High News. I'm Lucy Brennan.
And I'm Connor Mitchell.
Hawick High School has seen the return of its careers fair recently, with 62 companies in attendance from across the Scottish borders.
More than 170 pupils and their parents came along to discuss career paths with the experienced and knowledgeable representatives. Lily Macaulay has more.
This month saw the return of the Hawick High School Careers Fair, which welcomed more than 60 businesses from across the borders to the school assembly hall. It took place on Thursday the 15th of February and was attended by more than 170 pupils and their parents. Pupils from all years were able to walk around and discuss career paths with experienced and knowledgeable representatives, exploring job entry requirements, funding options and alternative routes to qualifications and roles. What was the purpose of the Careers Fair?
We wanted to show the young people at Hawick High School all of the opportunities that are in the area and beyond. There's lots of businesses in the town and businesses in the borders and businesses across Scotland who would love to meet our young people and find out what potential there is in Hawick. The ones that I've spoken to who were there said that they really enjoyed it, which is important, that they can see the value in these events and want to go to more of the things that are offered to them.
This evening's been really interesting and all the students have been really excited about all of the options available from all of the employers here, so I think it's a fantastic event.
We've had a great response this evening. We've had a lot of people visiting our stand, just interested to find out about what we do, and we've actually managed to take it about 8 names this evening for our open day, which will be coming up in the next couple of months.
So it's been a great success and great to see so many employers on our doorstep supporting an event like this.
Yeah, the pupils have been grand. Lots of people interested in working with animals, so that's always great. Really talked to a bunch of people, so yeah, it's good.
Really positive evening. It's been really good seeing all the different opportunities that are available within Hawick. It's just been a fantastic atmosphere, and I think there's lots of people who have actually learnt a lot, and it's been really useful for, I think, all the children to actually see what is available in the town.
Now for some news in brief, and congratulations to Josh Wilson and Brogan McIntosh, who were runners-up at the Loving Our Volunteer Awards in Castle recently. They were shortlisted as finalists from over 115 nominees. Well done, boys.
A huge well done must also go to Marcus Brogan in S3, who became Scottish National Boxing Champion in his age grade at an event in Motherwell recently. He defeated Matthew Vetrano from Galashiels in the final.
Hawick High School launched a brand new website recently. Their site holds important documentation in relation to the school, holiday dates and other useful links. The daily bulletin can also be accessed, as well as the latest news from the school. You can visit the news site at www.hawickhighschool.co.uk.
Hawick High pupils were transported back in time recently when they visited Bannockburn in Stirling to learn more about the history behind Robert the Bruce's victory over the English army led by Edward II. Allie McCutcheon has more.
Earlier this month, 45 S1s visited Bannockburn to learn about the events of 1314 and its impact on Scottish history. The trip took place on the 4th of February and saw the S1 pupils travel by bus to Bannockburn in the centre of Stirling. The Battle of Bannockburn began on the 23rd of June 1314, leading to one of the most important Scottish victories in the First War of Scottish Independence that was fought intermittently From 1296 until 1328, Robert the Bruce, who had seized the Scottish throne in 1306, defeated King Edward II of England and in the process secured Scotland's de facto independence. Here with me now is Michaela, who was one of the pupils that went on the Bannockburn trip. Firstly, tell me about your trip to Bannockburn. What did you do?
Well, we went into this room and the lady showed us the different swords and weapons that they used. She told us the different people and things that wore certain clothes and swords. Then we went outside and she told us where William Wallace stood with his soldiers.
Did you find it more beneficial travelling to the place where it happened rather than just reading about it in a textbook?
In class, we just read it and it might not be true, as in if we went there, she told us things and she had things to prove that it did happen.
Thank you, Michaela. And if you'd like to see more pictures and videos from the trip, head across to the Hawick High News Facebook page. This has been Allie McCutcheon reporting for Hawick High News.
And finally, it's not every day that you get to speak to people living in one of the world's most extreme and remote environments. S1 pupils in Miss Johnson's social subjects class recently had a live phone conversation with a group of scientists and engineers who are currently based at Rothera Research Station in Antarctica. The aim was to give the pupils an idea of what it is like to live and work in these conditions, and it fits nicely as part of their environment and Antarctica topic that they are currently studying. Pupils in the class took it in turns to ask the group a series of questions, ranging from global warming to what pets they have. The students in the class enjoyed the experience and it gave them a chance to do something that they wouldn't normally do. Well done to those involved in organising that.
How do you get the food down there?
So if it's, we have a couple of big reliefs each year, so the James Clark Ross and the Shackleton, thank you. And the Shackleton, these big ships come down and they drop off a lot of the food that's been taken from Chile and the Falklands. And then we have some dashes, which are the planes, they fly in and they drop off freshies when they can to us, so fresh veg, fresh fruit and stuff like that. But a lot of what we get is sort of frozen or preserved in some way, so that we can, or at least kept in cold storage, so that we can eat it throughout the entire summer and then winter. Just to prove it did take place in Antarctica.
Point out what things are then.
Actually, no.
Well, that's it for Hawick High News. Keep up to date with all the latest news on Facebook, Twitter and the brand new school website at www.hawickhighschool.co.uk.
From me, Connor.
And me, Lucy. Bye.
Bye.